Hi guys and welcome to this video. I just want to show you guys how to do the second part of Pharmacy Skills videos, which is actually creating the lesson videos. So in order for you to make sense of this video, you must have watched the previous video. If you watched the previous video, then you know how to get to learnlabs.uk, which is the website we use to track all the lessons that we're creating for Pharmacy Skills. So you need to have your own account. You come in, simply log into the account and head to lessons. This is something I covered last time. And then you can see a table with lessons and with indicators on the progress done on that lesson. So obviously you want a lesson that hasn't had the audio, video quiz or scribe done, especially the scribe if you're going to do the scribe part. So I'm going to pick a lesson like shingles this time around. You just click on a lesson. It opens up the lesson details. I think shingles lesson is a bit long, so I'll find a lesson that's a bit short to show you a quick demonstration. Okay, so the chicken pox video lesson is actually short. So when you come to the lesson, you need to get the lesson rewritten, and you already know what you do. You simply click on generate. It's straightforward. Tap generate, and after you tap generate, the actual text output will show up down here. It may not be as quick as this. I did pause the video for the generation to happen, but it's usually less than a minute, a couple seconds. It's done. Give it a quick read. Load it into the editor if you want to make an edit to it, and then remember to press save. If you don't press save, then you've wasted the generation. If you lose the work, that means you need to generate again. Once you press save, well, the text was already ticked off because it did have text, but this time I know that I've got really good text. The next thing I want to do is generate the audio. Again, this was straightforward. You simply tap on the generate audio button and then you just give it a wait. Generating the audio may take the longest step in this process because once it generates the audio, it then has to download the audio and show you a preview. Saving the audio is a very important step after you generate the audio. After this gray button finishes, it becomes active again. You will see a save audio button underneath the generate button. You must save the audio, otherwise it's lost. But before you save it, just give it a quick listen. Perfect, my video is done generating. As you can see, there's now a save audio button, but before I press save, I just want to give it a quick
Let's
listen.
talk about the management strategies following exposure to varicella, commonly known as chickenpox.
The voice sounds great, sounds fantastic, it's engaging, and the text is also lively because we spruced it up. Now I want to press save. Again, saving may take a while, so you have to be patient because it's dealing with an actual audio file, depending on how big the lesson is and depending on your internet connection. But this time it was very quick. The video part is really none of our concern for now, so just skip it. This is for uploading real video files. The next thing you want to do is generate the quiz. I've already now changed it slightly so that it pre-populates with generate only MCQs, so that all you have to do really is tap the generate button. This will generate questions based on the text above. As you can see, that one is very quick as well, just a few seconds. Make sure that they're all MCQs, they have answers. Usually this is perfect and flawless. I've not really seen a quiz that was done wrong. So save the quiz, very important that you save. And now we've made some progress with chickenpox. We should have at least four ticks now for the audio, the text, and the quiz. Oh yeah, 3 ticks. And now this is the second part. So this is where the video really begins for those who want to create scribes and make an extra, get paid more, make extra money. So the first thing you do is you create a scribe. Now a scribe is a project inside my video scribe software. So first of all, we have to create the project. This will upload the audio and the text to the project. Because we're not actually creating the video itself, we're using AI to generate the video. We use something called a storyboard, which would be like making scenes, take the text, make it into scenes, and then make images for those scenes, and then that then formats into a video. I'll show you what that looks like in a second. So first I want to tap on create scribe and give it a few seconds to generate that scribe. Okay, that was very quick. It's done. When it's done generating scribe, ignore the open scribe project because this is someone who knows what they're doing and they actually want to create the drawings themselves. For us, we want to create a storyboard. So you tap on create storyboard. This will create a storyboard with the audio and text. Again, that was quick. Very good. Next thing I want to do, this is just a notification, you can ignore that, is you want to open the storyboard. since everything is saved, I'm fine. I can just click open storyboard. This will open in a new tab and show me the storyboard. So the audio, make sure it's the same audio about chickenpox.
Let's talk about the management strategies following
Okay, great. And you see it's already done the title for you. This is chickenpox. It's put it into a folder. It really has done a lot of work for us already. And the text that we generated, it's here under original script. So you see edit main. I can see the entire script here if I wanted to, but that's fine. The next thing I want to do is, because going from a lesson to a video involves breaking down the lesson into scenes and making a plan for the video. The AI does this in 3 steps. It creates a plan for the video, then it creates scenes for the video, and then it creates what I call panels. So panels is like the 3rd step and the final step. But before we go further, because when the AI is creating these scenes, it needs to know at what point, where in the voice to create the scenes to. So we need to put timings to the words in the voiceover. This is again done with AI. Go to edit audio and then click here, generate RTS subtitles. So what this does here is it tells the AI at what moment in time a word has been said, so that it creates scenes so the images in the video match up to what the audio is saying. It says it when it's done, it will say subtitles updated successfully. Click on done. Good. If you want to see the subtitles yourself, you can go back to audio and then click on view subtitles. You see, let's talk about chickenpox. This is done in the very first minute, and as it goes, it tells all the words have been given an exact timing. It's very good. This will help the AI to then put the images in line with the audio. Make sure that step is done before you go forward. So to create a plan, you just click edit plan. Again, you don't have to write the plan yourself. Just click generate from the main script. The AI will generate a plan from the main script, and it's got an exact method of creating plans. You'll notice it will create facts. It will create the facts from the video, and then the ideas inside the video, and then the timeline on how things should work. Click save. Then you want to click edit scenes. Same thing you did before, just generate. So it will create scenes or break it down into exact scenes, like what's happening at each stage. This is just text, by the way, it's not actual scenes. So give it a few seconds and the scenes have been created. I can then save the script. Fantastic. Now the next stage is to create panels. If I was doing this manually, what I would do is I would click add panel, and then I would write a prompt to the AI. Or if I wanted to just upload the image myself, I could also click on upload, and this allows me to upload my own images. But AI is going to do all of this for us. We don't have to worry about it. Or if I wanted manually, I could just click on generate image, tell it what image I want. For example, I would go based on the scenes. Let me show you one first. Let's create the actual panels, right? So we've created the RTS subtitles, we've created plans and scenes. The next thing is we want to generate the panels. Again, it's just one click of a button, generate panels, and it begins to do this for us. It may take a few seconds because this is going to create at least 4, 5, 6 panels. But let me pause this for now. Oh, I didn't even need to pause it. It was very quick. As you can see, it's created the panels for us, so we don't have to manually do them. So it says here, a map of the UK with a red circle around North Island, hand writes chickenpox reporting required next to whatever the case is. You see, it's taken the text and then it's told the AI what's happening in each scene. Anyway, you want to just click save changes. You don't need to do much else. The next thing is you want to generate the images. You could go one by one and generate the image that is described there, but we just click select all, which selects all of them, and then click on generate all, and begins to generate the images for all those panels. Now, this process does take a little while. You may need to sit down and make a cup of tea. Okay, so it's done generating the images for us. As you can see, for example, the first one, map of the UK with the red circle, chipmunk, whatever, is done everything for us. And in fact, it's even told us when in moment in time these images should arise. And that's it, you're finished. All you have to do now is save the project. Very important. Click this save button before you generate the actual project itself. So I'm going to click save. Again, this process takes a while because all of these images need to be downloaded, saved to the database. The audio needs to be saved to the database. So again, another cup of tea. So what I'm going to do is pause the video until this is done, and I'll tell you exactly how long it took. Well, I can't lie, it didn't take that long. I paused the video for literally 2 seconds and it was done. The next thing I want to do is generate the project. See this tools in the corner, this symbol of tools in the corner. This is where you want to tap. So I tap on that tool, it says generate project. I click on generate project, and what it does is it ties everything up for us into a video project, and it's almost done. Actually, it is almost done. It's just tweaking to be done, but you can play it from here. So if you press play,
Let's talk about the management strategies following exposure to varicella, commonly known as chickenpox. Chickenpox is a disease that only needs official reporting in Northern Ireland. For detailed information, you can refer to the guidelines on notifiable diseases covered under the principles of antibacterial therapy. If you're dealing with individuals at a higher risk of developing severe chickenpox, understanding post-exposure prophylaxis is key. This involves using antiviral medications or varicella.
as you can see, the images will pop up at the right time. The only tweaking that needs to be done is there's another AI chatbot here which you can ask to do some additional tweaks, but you don't have to do that. And if you come this far for us, then I think you've already done for us a great job. You can turn off the subtitles, by the way, so that it plays without the subtitles. Now I know that this creates a base project video from us, and then from this I can add some additional tweaks, add some animations, text. In fact, there's an AI chatbot that can do that for us, but I'll show you that in a separate video. However, the magic of what we've done here with Pharmacy Skills is that this video doesn't need to be exported. We can export it to video if you wanted to, and export the frames, make a video file like I was going to upload it to YouTube. But this video is ready to play live in the website. And if I make a tweak to it, a small tweak to it, like the whole video might be long, right? But if I just move this slightly to the left and press save, this goes live to all the website. I've changed the video. I've edited a small section in the video in 2 seconds. There's no rendering, no uploading, nothing like that. It's pure magic. So thanks for watching. And if you have any questions, make sure you contact me.